peoples are now looking at Industry 4.0. So Industry 4.0 as well as Industry 5.0, the 3D printing playing a vital role for it. So the 3D printing is nothing but, simply we can say that from our home itself, making the idiyappam, right? That is the best example for 3D printing. So whatever the shape you want to produce, you can make it the 3D model by the way of layer by layer built up scenario. That is simply called as a 3D printing. Addition of material for making the 3D components by layer, and the layer would be solidified with the help of the external means. That is the simplest definition of the 3D printing. So what about the necessity for discussing these kind of the 3D at this juncture? Because of number one, the development cycle time, and second thing, making of the rapid prototype. I hope that so since 1940s to 1990s, so before startup of the globalization in India, everybody, so there is no alternate way, everybody wanted to utilize only the Hindustan cars, right? Ambassador, the very famous branded Ambassador. But so today you can see only a very little model on the road. Reason is the lead time for making the new component. So as you know that single minute exchange dies. So with the help of the computer aided design and manufacturing, the SMED is possible. So day by day, such kind of the new designs are being available on roads, and the most of the customers are voluntarily attracted by the manufacturers by the way of releasing a new components on par with the technological advancement. So that is one of the biggest utilization of the 3D printing in the field of manufacturing. So the basic thing is reduction of cycle time, as well as so making of the rapid prototype time will be drastically reduced with the help of the 3D, right? And the basic thing is, the basic knot behind the 3D printing in early days is photopolymerization technique. The polymerization, example, polythene. So the polymers, once they heated, what will happen? It making the cross linking, and it forms in the form of polymerized component. So that is called as a photopolymerization. The light rays, once exposed with the raw material with the application of heat, what will happen? It change from one form to other form. So that is a basic technology have been utilized behind the making of 3D component with the help of the 3D printing technology. What about the layer thickness? Normally in between 16 and 180 microns, but now so we are reaching up to 1 mm, and some of the new manufacturers, they are trying to make it in terms of inches. So the ultraviolet rays in olden days, yes, very important. In olden days, and now also we have been utilizing the ultraviolet rays for curing the resin. But in case of the ultraviolet rays itself, it has the three categories based on its wavelength. The energy level available at UV is really too high than that of infrared rays. But at this junction, I would like to recall you that now the 3D printing is extensively utilizing in the field of medical application, but they are now utilizing near infrared rays for curing the tissue culture. But they never been utilized for or preferred for ultraviolet rays because of the energy content level, but they are trying to utilize near infrared NIR, near infrared region have been utilized for making the tissue with the help of 3D printing. Yeah, we are going one by one. See it. Just look at this diagram. This is a gas turbo fan. So what about the gas turbo fan? We colloquially called as a gas turbine. So which is being utilized in aircraft engine. So one side is a high pressure and low pressure turbine, and other side is a high pressure and low pressure compressor. The compressor and turbine is coupled together with a single shaft, that is obviously called as a gas turbo fan. So it has roughly 180 to 190 components to be required for making this assembly. But fortunately, this will be made, or actually this has been made with the help of 3D printing by a single attempt. So that is one of the greatest advantage of the 3D printing. What about the another one advantage over this diagram? Clearance between the fan and the casing. So the perfect clearance will be made in between the fan and casing. Everything made it in a single shot. I mean the single mode of making. So there is no disintegrated about these components: fan blade and turbine blades, shaft, low pressure, high pressure blades. Everything made it as a integrated one. There is no separate components. The moments once you trying to involve in case of the assembly, you might be knowing about the assembly tolerance, right? True positional tolerance, or obviously called as a geometrical tolerance. If the tolerance value varied by the component to component, what will happen at the time of making assembled together within the single shaft? Definitely it will not perform as we expected. Reason is misalignment. And second thing, in case of the high speed component, if everything made it as a single integrated unity component or unit component or unit assembly, what will happen? We can make it the level best or the maximum efficiency because of reduction in balancing problems. So in case of wherever you have the high speed applications, dynamic balancing is one of the important critical area. So most of us, so we have been working to minimize the impact of that imbalancings, right? In case of the high speed components, the dynamic balancing is one of the important issue for high speed component. So such kind of the component in future, so definitely with the help of the ceramic or high chromium alloys, everything possible to make it the gas turbo fan with the help of the 3D printing applications. So in case of the future means not in case of 2100 or 2200, within the shortest span, right? Within the 10 or 15 years itself, everything will be made with help of 3D printing. So like as in case of the mixie, wet grinder, it's a quite common household devices for all houses, right? The same trend will be existed in all kind of houses with 3D printing. So whatever the things you want, you can have the 3D scanner. So once you have the object or once you have a CAD models, so is sufficient. So everything make it on par with your requirement, right? Say for an example, in case of industry 5.0, that is the basic concept behind the 5.0 is a personification. That means suppose you have suppose you want to purchase a shirt from the market, right? Your actual size is 41.5 inch, but according to the standardization concept says 40 or next model is a 42, but fortunately you need to exactly have 41.5 means there is no chances for procuring the material or shirt piece on par with your requirement, right? So there is no other way, or there is no alternate way. So you can, suppose if you want to purchase a ready-made, then you can purchase only the 42 inches instead of 41.5, because in case of the market, as per the standardization, not available. But in case of the 3D printing, once you have it at your home, so just to your fit is completely scanned by the 3D scanner, everything converted in the form of model, and whatever the color, whatever the fabric actually you could expect, everything mixing together by the machine itself, and within the stipulated time schedule you can get it. So what you like, what you most like, that is the basic concept of industry 5.0. The second assembly is here epicyclic gear train. So one of the biggest issue for resolving the unknown speed, so everyone crosses from your UG life, right? So critical design, this is also a integrated design part. Yes, structural application, such kind of the structures you might be seeing in case of the most of the foreign buildings, right? Skyscraper building, you might be seeing this kind of the structure, weightless. And second thing, balanced. What about the life expectancy is almost as far as good than that of the regular concrete mixer. So structure for making the 3D model. So what about the basic things actually we need to have for making the product with help of the 3D? Number one, CAD software. I mean, the CAD software help us to make the 3D model. I don't like it too much time for utilizing these areas. I would like to concentrate over the advances in 3D printing, right? Anyway, basic. So concept, once you have a concept encapsulated at your mind, that try to develop as a model with the help of the readily available software, modeling software or 3D scanner, then you can directly interpret with the machine through the machine language. The different kinds of the machine language are be there. Then the language directly interconnected with the 3D machine going for making the 3D print, and finally the application part. So what are the steps actually? So produce a 3D model, conversion to STL format. My dear friends, not only for STL format, right? STL is a stereolithography format, but most of the students or most of the guys actually we misunderstood that. So STL format only available. No, STL format is one of the format which I have been utilizing for 3D, right? Stereolithography or any other standard formats. So transfer to additive machining, I mean the 3D machining, machine setup, build, removal, post processing, and application. These are the basic steps. So making the model with the help of the 3D software, so with the complete analysis, because so once you have a perfect dimensional diagram, you have a perfect diagram with all features, then very easy to interpret with the standard formats, right? Yes, STL, standard tessellation language. So actually developed by the developed for 3D system by the 3D system for stereolithography apparatus in 1987. Actually, this concept erupted in the year of 1890 itself, right? Then slowly developing, and a very good boom up existed in the area of 3D printing also in during the 1980s. So 1990s, so most of the entrepreneur shown their interest to develop such kind of the new setups. So standard tessellation language. So that is the one kind of the format. And Stratasys Corporation in India. So we have here two basic organizations supplies the 3D machines. One is the FDM by Stratasys Corporation, so located at the United States of America, and the head office is located very close to Bangalore. And second one is a Z Corporation. Z Corporation, that is a powder technology with the help of the powders. So I mean the powder jetting machine. But Z Corporation did not utilize the STL language, right? Standard tessellation language, not applicable for the Z Corporation. They have developed SPR code, and the another one concern is the OBJDF by object oriented company. And what about the latest trend existing in case of the 3D printing formats, VRML format? I hope that whether the previous lectures had given this kind of the information, I don't know exactly about, but anyway, in case of suppose if any new entrepreneur going to start with the 3D printing, then these kind of the things are really helpful. Or in case of interview, definitely they would ask about the abbreviation of the VRML. And those who are interested to do your research in the domain of 3D, a lot of space available for finding your research not from these formats, virtual reality modeling language. So this is a new type of 3D file type. What about the problem existed in case of the stereolithography? I mean the STL format, standard tessellation language, it admits only one color, right? So in case of more than one color, so as of now, there is no possibilities for more than one color. In case of the different multiple number of nozzles, once you want to make it everything possible in case of the VRML file format, right? Any kind of colors. And another one is a extensible markup language. Extensible markup language is developed by the World Web Wide Network, WWW, right? So that the extensible markup languages has been utilizing in almost all kind of internet domains. Suppose in case of if anyone from electronics and communication or computer science and engineering groups, you try to develop your interest and knowledge over the area of extensible markup language, right? And recent days, additive manufacturing file format .amf. .amf based on the XML. XML is keep on growing now, but presently under only the research and development status alone for AMF. But in case of this kind of the new format .amf format will highly be preferred for health and medical areas. National Institute of Health 3D NIH 3D printing exchange format now, so preferred only for .amf format, right? And what about the recent development over the format for G code, right? So in case of the G code, immediately you recall about the CNC language. In case of the FANUC program, G code and M codes. In future, everything available in built form. No need to learn, no need to actually learn the exposure over writing the programs. We are in need of only the perfect high pixel rate camera fixed 3D scanner is more than sufficient. The 3D scanner, yeah, Altem technology, ALTEM, Altem technology. So one of the subsidiary unit of the Stratasys Corporation, they are supplying the 3D scanners. In case of Government College of Technology, in manufacturing engineering, PG manufacturing engineering, we have a 3D machine, so FDM type. And yes, so we are ordering one more machine for a production purpose machine, so from Stratasys Corporation. Now the discussion is going with the Altem technology for procuring a 3D scanner. The once we have a 3D scanner, no issue. So whatever the shape you want to produce, or in terms of replication, once you need, everything possible with the help of the 3D scanner, right? If anybody interested over to do your research on 3D scanner connectivity interface between the 3D scanner and AM machine, all right? So a lot of the scope are be there. As usual, third step is transfer of the STL or any standard format into machine. The machine could read everything and everything digitized and making the layer by layer machine setup, nothing as a new. So whatever the materials actually you want to use as a raw material for making the 3D polymers, binders or any other. So in what way you have to build up, whether you need a structure support or backdrop without any support. In case of SLS, there is no need of support structures. You might be knowing these are the fundamentals, right? I don't like you to interfere with your fundamental views. And in case of the build after, so after completion of the build, so what are the actual cleaning process or post processing works actually required? So these are the quite common for all kind of, so not only in FDM or SLS or LM, so everything actually needs a post processing. General introduction about the introduction. So recent days, so we have been utilizing for number one nuclear application, number two medical application. In case of tissue, right, the tissue culture is injected with the biopolymer, then the component may be helpful for replacement of our organs. So that is a reason research extensively going on. In unfortunately, in case of the due to accident, so some of the organs might be failed. That kind of the same organ will be replaced or will be produced with the help of the 3D printing. Just imagine. So extensive application is going on. So with the help of the biomedical engineering. But anyway, origin is mechanical engineering, especially for the 3D machine. So 3D machine is integrated with computer, internet, right? And mechanical execution, everything interconnected. So we can say that this machine belongs to only for mechanical, right? In case of the nuclear engineering, just see the video. How does the layer by layer of the fuel cell will be developing? So actually, what are the common problems in case of vacuum, in case of without vacuum, right? At the time of curing, we need to completely study about the material properties. In case of the material properties directly reacted with the ambient environment, then we can say that the outcome of the 3D printed product will be on par with the technology, right? So it is not supposed to have any porosity or internal cracks or thermal cracks. Why I specifically mentioned for the thermal cracks? Most of the component failed, especially for mechanical assembled component failed due to the induced thermal fatigue as well as the thermal crack, right? So that crack not supposed to be formed in case of the 3D printing. In case of the UV light, whether you are directly exposed with the layer or you can directly transmit it through the reflection of the mirror, or either you can directly apply from the top portion or bottom portion. The way in which you supply the heat energy to the layer is one of the important criteria, right? In case of the side, so how does it cure? What about the curing time? What about the solidification structure? Is it possible to make it a honeycomb structure? Yes, honeycomb structure is also possible. So nothing is impossible, especially from the 3D printing, right? In case of the recent days, the tire now are made up of honeycomb structure, puncture free tire. There is no history of flat tire in our forthcoming generation. So everything slowly eradicated from the as usual problems existed in our day life. So in case of the nano dimensions too, nano robot is one of the basic device helped in case of the medical application, not the role of the nano robot is playing a vital role. So what about the function of the nano robot? The nano robot help us to identify the problems area particularly and inject the medicine that portion alone, right? So there is no side effect. How can you make it a nano robot? 3D printing really helping us to fabricate the nano dimensioned components with sound clearance level. In case of any smaller deviations once existed, what will happen in case of the nano? The outcome is adversely differed from what we expected. The same component, gas turbofan, hot. Biopolymer, right? Biopolymer nowadays extensively utilizing for medical applications. In case of, you might be just recall about the titanium or biomaterial alone. Now the place is occupied by biopolymers. So this human heart made up of biopolymers with a live tissue culture. Just imagine. What about recent trends in 3D printing technology? Photopolymerization, material jetting, binder jetting, powder bed fusion, material extrusion, directed energy deposition, sheet lamination. So these 7 only we are enjoying in case of the 3D printing, right? So what about my thought behind this area? What about the machine? Name of the machine. And second thing, what about the pros and cons? So most of the lectures explain about the basic principle, machine setup, and the product base. My thought of the discussion behind this area is, so what about the machine name? Commercially available machine name. So what about the individual process, the pros and cons, and so what about the restrictions behind, right? Such kind of the things we would like to deal one by one. Very old and conventional technology is a stereolithography with the help of the polymers, photopolymers. What is a tank? Other name is called as a tank. So the polymerization made by with the help of the ultraviolet rays. Such kind of the things we already seen in the previous views. Example for the what photopolymerization, stereolithography, digital light processing, and continuous liquid. Right. So continuous liquid interface production clip. What about the real advantage behind these 3? Continuous liquid interface production is having 100 times faster than the top stereolithography for making the product. So what about the time taken to complete the product? So such kind of the critical components it needs in terms of days by days, right? But in case of the continuous liquid interface production, what will happen? 100 times faster than that of stereolithography technique. But everything photopolymerization. But as I said earlier, in what way you have to apply the heat energy for making the solidification, right? The liquid polymer changed from the original property into cross-linked property, right? So cross-linked property means that is obviously called as a polymerization. So stereolithography as usual, but digital light processing, the light is not directly exposed with the layer. The light rays, UV rays, directly passed through the mirror. The mirror only reflected the energy from the real source to the layer. That time what will happen? The entire layer completely be solidified at a single stretch. In case of the stereolithography, what will happen? Stereolithography, the light rays travel along with the nozzle, then wherever the light rays exposed over the polymer material, then the polymerization takes place, right? The solidification rate is differed from SLA to DLP. Everything at a single stretch for DLP, all right? Yes, researchers, there will be a chances for doing your researches in this area. You can calculate what about the solidification rate and what are the parameters directly influencing over the solidification, right? So the layer thickness, and second thing the melting point and fusion point, and what about the energy required to solidify the quantum of energy, I mean the pockets, quantum pockets. What about the energy required? The quantum mechanics is still in this area of the solidification is still unexplored. Lot of the opportunities to be explored for digital light processing. What about the continuous light interface production? Continuous light interface production is the light rays exposed from the bottom, from the window. That is the bottom portion of the chamber is called as a window. the light rays is exposed from the bottom, then what will happen? The layer by layer solidified from bottom to up. But the previous is top to bottom. Now the bottom to up get solidified. So if anybody interested over the continuous liquid interface production, but what about the restriction? Metals or ceramics or no, only in terms of the polymers and the different kinds of polymers. So many kind of the polymers are being utilized for the area. Yep. And a small example for what about the basic understanding between there is a one monomer and second thing is a oligomer. All right. Just look at the diagram. The blue circle and the smaller circle of the monomer. The monomer are interconnected and the photoinitiator. So everybody says about the photoinitiator helps to make the cross linking among the polymers. The blue to blue and the blue is interconnected with the help of the monomer. These are called as a polymerization with the help of the UV light. But what are the real photoinitiators available? Number one, peroxide, nitrogen dioxide, AIBN, azobisobutyl, benzoyl peroxide, and camerquinine. Right? These are the initiators are commercially available, and these are directly mixed with the resin. Then it will inducing the polymerization rate. If the polymerization rate is really very good, then there will be a little chances for making the voids and porosity, and I hope that the defect free components, right? So what are the polymers basically? Acrylic based or polyvinyl or polycarbonate. But what about the problem existing over the usage of the polymer? Yes, hazardous in terms of environmental pollution. And second thing, if the heated, what will happen? It emits the poisonous gases. Once the gases consumes, what will happen? Causes for, prone to, induces the cancer, and it directly affects our nervous system. So what about the alternate for? Yes, polylactic acid, PLA. Polylactic acid is one of the really a very best alternate for ABS. Really. So in case of the polyamide PA or nylon, everything would directly be replaced with the help of. But what about the problem over the ABS? Is it biodegradable? No, absolutely not. Right? It is not biodegradable. But polylactic acid, PLA made from starch, the starch from the corn, right? Biodegradable material, environment friendly, sustainable growth we could expect from PLA. What about the strength and mechanical property? The strength in terms of the mechanical properties, keep on the research is going on to improve the properties on par with the existing available material for 3D printing. So if anybody interested over this area, PLA. So the properties improvement in PLA, polylactic acid. Yes. In case of the tissue engineering, right? So this time, so I am engaging with the Tamil Nadu Engineering Admission 2020. So in charge for the SIP matrix. So this time we are offering only one course, mechatronics with additive manufacturing. Mechatronics with the specialization of additive manufacturing. This is the first time, and the new course introduced by the AST, and it was approved by the Anna University. The reason is, in future, definitely, in case of the mechanical, electrical, ECA, these are the quite common branches. But with the specialization of tissue engineering, this is not the new for, but this is the new for Tamil Nadu, right? So tissue engineering is one of the greatest area for exploring your untapped talent. So here, what about the initiator is Ergocure 2,9,5. So 2-hydroxy 1,4-hydra, the chemical component name. But the thing is, I would like to insist you that don't leave physics as well as a chemistry concept, right? So without physics, there is no engineering. Without chemistry, there is no engineering, right? Materials on par with the chemistry and energy transformation on par with the physics, right? So my suggestion is try to build up your fundamental in physics as well as a chemistry in a manner. You can develop, you can fulfill your curiosity, right, in the particular areas. What about the polymers, UV curable photopolymer resins? So VCJet range, such kind of the resins. What about the advantage? Relatively quick process, but conventionally speaking, not so good. High level of accuracy, yes, absolutely. But what about the problem is expensive. And second thing, the post curing for parts to be strong enough for structural use. That is not supposed to be utilized for the structural part. And what about the second thing? Material jetting, polyjet, like as a jet printing. So the light, I mean the polymer is directly injected through a nozzle and make it a layer by layer. That is called as a material jetting process. So one of the IC engine component. So the generator as well as the camshaft assembly to be located over this casing. This was made up of photopolymer materials with the help of the jetting method. What about the sources used here? Light, UV lamp. But here in future, the steel, alloy steel, so different categories of, so totally more than 80 to 85 categories of steels are be there. Everything can be replaced by the advanced material. I hope that you trust me about my words. But with the equivalent strength of number one, Young's modulus, number two, bulk modulus, number three, Poisson ratio, everything on par with the material and the weight. So is related to any kind of the metal structures will be really so good. And what about the current technology adapted all kind of the automobile sectors is the percentage of reusability of the component, right? If in case of the motorcycle is obsolete, what will happen? What about the percentage of components to be replaced? I mean again melted or again reframed and might be utilized for the assembly. The percentage of reutilization, reusage of the component from the absolute assembly is now they are targeted to 85%, right? 85. Once you compare with the solar panel, what will happen? No. Solar panel, so the reusage components, very little. You try to concentrate over to make the 3D, I mean the solar panel with the help of 3D printing technology. 3D printing technology and with the aim of reusability, of the components. What about the life of the panel, solar panel? Roughly 8 to 10 years, right? So beyond that, no way. Until now, there is no technology we have to dispose, right? We are concentrating towards to only for the upward movement. At the same time, how can you dispose? How can you dispose the your used mobile phone or electronic gadgets, right? Until now, we don't have any technology to dispose these items, right? Unless otherwise you have a sound technology over disposing these things, what will happen? You would directly expose with the soil and soil get polluted. The moment once you started for soil pollution, what will happen? As usual. What about the third one is binder jetting, powder. So the powder is, previous case is a ink, I mean the liquid item. Now here powder is injected and the powder is connected with help of the binders. Example is a Z corporation, right? So here this is a Z corporation, like as a photocopying machine. Yes, like as a photocopying machine. So the powder So powder is injected through the nozzle. Then with the help of the binder, what will happen? It binded together. C corporation now. So honestly telling, I'm not supposed to say anything in case of the commercial point of view. But so most of the 3D printing machine now, so will be channelized towards to FDM or related. So what about the problem over the powder utilized machine is so clogging, right? So the powder clogged at the nozzle portion, what will happen? Stop it. So at the, suppose in case of the clogging happen while working, what will happen? That portion alone unfilled the materials. So usually, so once the unfilled material existed in case of the path development, what will happen? The product is not so good. So what about the here the polymers? ABS, PA, and PC. What about the ceramics, glasses also? So what about the machine name? Spectrum Z500. So I hope that, so I don't know exactly how many number of teachers are attending over here. Our ultimate aim is, if the student go to the market, suppose he is ready to purchase a 3D printing machine means, so our duty is to inculcate what are the basic things actually he has to ask with the supplier, right? Unless otherwise he possesses the basic knowledge about the machines, then there is no usage of learning of these things. So it's my thought. So that's the reason behind. So what about the commercially available? So what about the price ranges? So what are the process capacity of that machine? I mean, process capability of that machine. I mean the machine spec. And once we inculcate such kind of the things to the students community, then students would get very good clarity about these devices, and so he is ready to inquire with the available supplier without any hesitation, right? So suppose we want to purchase a particular thing means, definitely we need to know that. So what about the thought actually I have it? So unless otherwise I have some idea about what I'm going to purchase means, there is no usage. So what about the disadvantage? The structural parts couldn't made. Reason is the powder is bonded with the help of the binder. So what about the range of materials? Yes, so metal, polymers and ceramics can be, but highly successful rate existing over the polymers than that of the metal and ceramics. So powder can be made with the range of different colors. So because the, like as a inkjet printer, right? So we have a RBG, so 3 basic colors. Once you mixing together, whatever the colors you want to make it, so everything available. So yeah, more than one binder, more than one nozzle, we can adapt over it here too. But what about the basic advantage over these things? No need of structure. But what about the major disadvantage? Cleaning. So cleaning of the product. So cleaning of the product with the help of only the chemical agent. Say for an example, in case of acetone, right? It's a quite common cleaner for almost all kind of 3D component. So the moment once you started for acetone, what will happen? The acetone fumes is really make it hazardous to the human being health. So these are the basic problems usually existed over all 3D printing areas. So powder bed fusion, this is SLS, selective laser sintering, selective heat sintering, direct metal lasering, DMLS, electron beam machining, everything. So just you make it with help of in the energy, in what way you have to supply the energy. So the previous cases, ultraviolet rays, now you can directly utilize the heat source with the help of the electron beam, focused electron beam or laser, right? Yes. What about the system? Machine. 3S systems, Prox 500. So these are the example for. So I would like to emphasize the one of the important thing is, I don't likely to marketing any kind of the machines over this scenario, right? The thing is, you need to know that, so which kind of the machine is applicable or what about the models are available for the particular area. So these are only for the example purpose. So I never claimed anything. So the given equipment alone is the best in the market. I never claimed anything, right? So machine is a 3 system. So Prox 500. Area, what about the layer thickness? Up to 0.15, right? 150 micron. But the capacity of the machine says in terms of 2 liter per hour. Yes, the printing speed. So normally in case of the dots, in case of the printer, we can establish number of dots per second, right? Number of dots per square millimeter. So here the printing capacity expressed in terms of 2 liters per hour. What about the nylon? And second thing is metal, stainless steel, titanium, aluminum, cobalt, chrome. In case of the electron beam machining, electron beam melting, not machining, electron beam melting, titanium, cobalt, chrome, stainless steel, aluminum, and copper, right? What about the beauty over here? Titanium and stainless steel are extensively utilized for biomedical application, replacement, knee or the stud for operation, or in case of the spinal cord. So wherever you want to just tightening or loosening the bio component, so the bolt and nut usually made up of titanium as well as a stainless steel. So in how does it develop the reactants with the tissues, right? These materials not supposed to make it any reaction with the tissue. So that materials alone called as a biomaterials, right? Unless otherwise infection might be. Relatively expensive, but what about the major disadvantage for this is, so here relatively slow speed. And what about size? Is a limited size, and the finish is depend on powder grain size. If the grain size is really coarse, you can't expect the very good finish, right? If the powder size is too low, then the slicing will be happen. So you need to select the optimum powder size. Researchers, again, the optimization technique, right? Neural network or Elman neural network with R programming, Python programming. So these are the latest trend in most of the mechanical engineers could do the optimization work, right? In our days, so Dr. Karnagaran is my PG classmate, right? So when we were at Annamalai University, so what will happen? That time only the GA, genetic algorithm. So initiating stage, especially for at Chidambaram, right? So in case of the genetic algorithm now, so many kind of the subdivisions are be there. But now, once you want to prove your potential over the research area, you need to develop such kind of the new algorithm on par with your requirement, not for the standard requirement, right? On par with your requirement, you fabricated your machine, you designed your process, then what about the expected accuracy? Actually you could expect everything to be optimized. So here the powder grain size, so which kind of the powder grain size is suitable for, say for an example, in case of nuclear application or aerospace application, in case of the aerospace turbine blade, right? Turbine blade also, it has its own limitation about the surface finish, right? The surface roughness is one of the playing factor for deciding the combustion efficiency. Yes, exactly, you try to verify it, right? In case of, if you want to make the gas turbine blade by conventional CNC machine technology, it needs minimum number of 7 to 8 simultaneous axis machining. Simultaneous axis machining is obviously called as a machining center. More than 2 obviously called as a machining center, right? So here, what about the degree of freedom? Degree of freedom minimum is 7 for making the turbine blade. So 7 or to 8 tools simultaneously machining over the raw material, then only you can get it the exact shape of. Just to look at that dynamic balancing, right? So if any even as a milligram material added with the any one part of segment of the turbine blade, what will happen? Danger to human life, right? Very famous material extrusion, FDM, fused deposition modeling, or fusion deposition melting. So here machine is Instack MX3, layer thickness. So layer thickness up to in terms of mm also. So here the typical layer thickness is 0.356 mm, but nowadays they are trying to produce up to 1 mm too. So the problem behind, if keep on adding the self weight of the layer, what will happen due to gravity? And second thing, if the thickness is going to be increased, the solidification rate directly suffered. So in case of the solidification rate is diversified or disturbed, because of the layer thickness, what will happen? We can't get the good sound quality of the product. That is the reason behind we have our own restriction to produce a limited thickness layer. That is a basic reason behind. And second thing, if you are going to utilize, if you are using a metal, what will happen? Specific gravity. Yes, specific gravity. And second thing, due to the self weight, what will happen? There is no support. Honestly telling, there are two ground rules are there. I hope that some of the teachers might be told you that. Number one, 45-degree rule, and second thing, so 5 mm hanging beam rule, right? These are the thumb rule. Have a structure inclination more than 45-degree with respect to the base, what will happen? Definitely you need to provide the support, unless otherwise you can't expect the sound quality of the 3D product, 3D printout product, right? So this is a basic rule, first rule. And what about the second rule? Second rule is 5 mm hanging. If the connectivity length is beyond 5 mm means definitely you need to provide the support. Unless otherwise you provide the support, what will happen? So the alignment will not be a very good, and due to the self weight, due to the gravitational application, what will happen? It directly so trying to deviate from the expected one. So that these are the basic problems behind the thickness determination. Yes, we can lot of research work might be taken place over deciding the thickness place for different kind of 3D printing machines, right? So suppose if you want to increase the thickness without suffering the quality, so without giving any cost for the quality of the product, then it will be sound good, right? So instead of making the, as you know very well that, right? In case of the Singapore, so most of the mechanical engineering, suppose they recruit for CNC programming, CNC machining operations as a shop floor engineer, they could expect how many number of lines actually he or she has to write over to fulfill the expected outcomes, right? Suppose so many number of lines once you write for making the fulfillment of their requirement, definitely not possible for recruitment. With the help of the macro and lot of the advances in programming, you try to incorporate, and once you make it, so instead of writing 10 to 20 lines, once you make it everything shipped into, contracted into 3 or 4 lines, you are so good. So this is the same thing applicable to 3D printing machines too. So what about the production time? So suppose in case of a particular component A, so produced for the time duration of 1 hour means, reason is layer thickness. Layer thickness is a basic thing, right? If the layer thickness, so what about the layer thickness? 0.1. Suppose instead of the 0.1, so what about the minutes? 10 minutes. In case of 1 mm, 1 minute. You are drastically reduce the time taken for finishing the 3D product from 10 minutes to 1 minute. 10 days to 1 day, 10 hours to 1 hour. That is obviously called as a productivity, right? So you try to think over that. And yes, the layer. So layer is one of the fantastic area over the 3D printing. So in case of, with the help of the microstructural studies, once you carry out, so what about the bonding? So what about the atomic structure over the layer? Suppose if you are adding any other agent, so you just reduce a grain boundary. Yes, you are trying to reduce a grain boundary. Then what will happen? Yes, rigidity. So the rigidity get improved. And second thing, obviously the elasticity comes from the material based on only the grain boundary, right? And second thing, atomic. So the interatomic distance, and third thing is the grain boundary energy, right? So these 3 things only. If you are having some ideas about to reduce the grain boundary distance, then you can get lot of new inventions expected from the 3D printing, right? So another one of the important material from the 3D printing is a PC, polycarbonate. So polycarbonate. So in case of the polycarbonate, so here very good material. What about the specialty? Thermoplast, right? Not thermosetting. ABS is a thermosetting, and here the PC is a polycarbonate. So ABS is a acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. as you know that there is no, I don't like it to. Nylon. What do you mean as a nylon? New York plus London, right? Actually, the name derived from two capital cities. So two scientists simultaneously found that the basic composition of the nylon polymer. So New York and London combined together as a nylon, right? What about here? ABS plastic can be used. Very good structural properties. But what about the problem over here is here nozzle radius, and second thing is a quality of the finish based on only the supplying pressure of the material, right? So, and most of the colleges definitely they have very good sources of very budding engineering minds, right? You try to inculcate how to develop the FDM at your workshop, right? So what are the basic components actually required, and how do you make it the 3D printing at your lab? So instead of giving so many number of exercises for identifying the as usual, that's also necessary. But my thought is you try to just improve their curiosity over the 3D printing machine. So on once you allow them to make it their own 3D printing machine at your workshop, so we'll be yielding a very good results, especially such kind of the visits, either a NBA visit or whatever the visits comes from the IITians. Normally in case of the IITs, the students are totally freed from the conventional thoughts, right? Don't expect the outcomes. Something is better than nothing. You allow them to do such a new things. Don't expect the outcome, whether the success or not. So all attempt wouldn't expect to get the success, but all kind of the success based on only the number of attempted, right? Based on the attempted. So you try to allow them to attempt to fabricate such a new 3D printing machine at your laboratory. If definitely they could expect the financial support, you try to identify the financial supporters from your working premises and allow them. So many number of very good things you can expect. This is a FDM machine. So as usual, the Stratasys Corporation is a sole authority, especially for in India. But here the Sigmax, so from the United States of America. So many number of years, the top portion here just. So these are the nozzles, so different kind of the filament. So passed through it, and the part can be so built up based on the movement of these things, right? Directed energy deposition, nothing as a new for this area. There is, so this is like I say cladding mechanism, right? So with the help of the laser light exposed to over the layer by layer, what will happen? The layer is bonded together and make it a 3D. That is called as a directed energy deposition. So best example for understanding about this concept, so aluminum cladding. So aluminum sheets are cladded by the way of applying the pressure and some amount of heat energy, so put together, then make it a sheets for the different orientation, right? So what about the typical layer thickness? 0.5 mm, because there is nothing new for this area. So what about the metal? Aluminum, titanium, chromium, cobalt, chromium, so everything is possible. So instead MX3 layer thickness. So here the 2 layers per minute. So how many number of layers? Yes, in case of the thing is, what I would like to emphasize you that in case of the directed energy deposition, right? So what about the machine capacity? How can you express in terms of machine capacity? The machine capacity can be expressed in the way of only 2 layers per minute. I mean number of layers per minute, right? So as usual here, the advantage, disadvantage is the energy consumption, right? So wherever you have a high energy sources available, energy cost, and here, so here the minimum number of sheets only can be fabricated with the help of this process. As usually electron beam machining like that, right? So the energy is passed through it, and these are make it together, and the layers are bonded together with the help of the external energy sources. And sheet lamination, our identity card or photo laminations, so the very same concept. So with the help of either ultrasonic uses or laser, right? So here Ultrasonic additive manufacturing, I hope that it's a new for you, right? Ultrasonic additive manufacturing and laminated object manufacturing. So ribbons of metal which are bound together using the ultrasonic welding. So in case of the ultrasonic additive manufacturing, help the ultrasonic welding technique. Ultrasonic welding technique. So writing the name on the vessels, right? So kitchen vessels or our household utility. So in case of, I hope that present days there is no issue. So but in our olden days, so whatever the utensil they are giving at the time of marriage, what will happen? They have to write the family members over the vessels, right? With the help of ultrasonic machining, that is called as the ultrasonic generator. So what will happen in case of at the time of you make the ultrasonic waves, what will happen? So it creates a turbulence between the layers. Then at the time of you apply the pressure, what will happen? So because of the waves help us to make it the temporary welding between the sheets, that is called as ultrasonic welding. And here the laser object, so here LOM, laminated object manufacturing, LOM. So here with the help of the laser sources help us to melt the part and parcel of the layer between the object, then combine together. But this is not suitable for structural usage. MCOR matrix 300 plus. So these are the machine, and the layer thickness up to 0.19 mm. So these are the quite common. So this the layer thickness limited only to that machine, right? MCOR matrix 300 plus. Suppose in case of instead of MCOR matrix 600 plus means obviously the layer thickness might be increased, not exactly doubled. Instead of 0.19, so might be 0.25 or 0.3. As I said earlier that the layer thickness is one of the basic constraints behind the development of successful development of the model within the stipulated time schedule, right? So that is the things. And here this is as usual. Yes, what are the global challenges actually involved? This figure really helps you to identify a lot of information, right? What are the practically, I mean the commercially available manufacturers so produce the 3D machine based on number one, polymer machines. Here just imagine here the polymer statuses, so Markground, Carbon, Bitrep. So these are the very famous manufacturers of stereolithography machines based. So those material, I mean those machines have been utilizing for the polymer as a filament materials for. So here the desktop machines, so soft tracks, so metal mechanism, ceramics. Yes, last year I went to attend one ceramics congress at which was held at Ahmedabad. That time I was really enjoying about the ceramics 3D printing machines at that shop, right? But the cost is starting price is 3.5 crores. But the availability of metal powder, so metal powder within the condition of fusion stage, right? So some kind of the chemicals basically utilized to made it the ceramic powder in the form of the fusion level, I mean the liquidity level, then directly injected layer by layer through the nozzle, right? Ceramics. So slowly developing over the ceramics based 3D printing machines. But the once the moment successfully incorporated over the 3D printing machine with the help of the ceramics means, what about the impact? Impact is absolutely there is no replacement. What do you mean, sir? Absolutely, dear. In case of gears, right? Say for example, in case of the helical gear made up of alloy steel, right? Nickel, chromium, these are the basic major composition elements for improving the toughness as well as the corrosion resistance, right? But it has its limited life. The moment once you started for producing the gears are made up of ceramics, what will happen? Life is infinity. Just imagine, life is infinity. Reason is because of there is no wear and tear. There is no need of lubricant. There is no need of lubricant while working. There is no chances for making the heat generation while matting together. So because of self lubricated properties, such kind of the yes. Yes, so still the furthermore explanation over this area. In case of the speed reduction gear, right? In olden days, speed reduction gear assembly, every year we need to carry out the periodical, I mean the scheduled maintenance work. So what will happen nowadays? There is no maintenance actually required, like maintenance free battery, use and throw, type. No need of checking the water over the battery, or no need to checking the oil level inside the speed reduction gearbox. Speed reduction gearbox, you know very well about, with the help of the warm and warm wheel gearbox. So lot of heat be generated. The everything, every parts would be submerged with the oil. The oil heat level is continuously monitoring over the processing applications. But here nowadays, no need to check, everything assembled together. And what about the basic problem is use and throw type. What about the life? So roughly 7 to 8 years, depends upon the application conditions. So where actually usually in case of the tire making industries or almost all production industries, wherever you want to have the speed reduction application, so definitely wherever you need to have a high torque, there is only one choice for us, is speed reduction gearbox. Use and throw type. But here no throw, the throw is completely throwing out from our history, then everything existing. So because of the utilization of the ceramics over the engineering applications, right? So that is a powerful area. The 3D printing landscape will become even more diverse. The 3D printing initially started only for the polymers, right? ABS. Everybody knows about only the ABS or polymers or nylon. But now, including the ceramics, composite materials too. So that is a challenges involved. So more diverse, especially for the material application, as well as the second thing is the time taken for completion of the model. And second thing is a wide range of application, specific materials are on the horizon. So not only for the particular materials, so combination of materials too, combination of a polymer mixed with polymer matrix mixed with the reinforcement of metal. So polymer is a base material and reinforcement with the help of the, just imagine, metal wires. So everything possible in case of 3D printing. Yes, the Jabil is a New Delhi based company. They introduced a new material, so which almost satisfy all kind of requirement for 3D printing. Expect more option for high temperature polymer 3D printers and materials. Yes, one of the basic problem for ceramics oxides. What will happen? So normally the melting point 1400 degrees Celsius and above, right? What about the melting point of the polymers which have been utilizing for 3D application? Roughly 135 to 150 degrees Celsius, right? So in case of the high temperature application, yes, presently we are in handicapped state, right? So researchers are invited to invent such kind of a new setup for utilizing the high temperature application materials too. Composite 3D printing. The cycle was made with the help of the 3D printing by composite material. Lightweight, strong material, highly sought for industries like aerospace, automotive, oil and gas. So everything. But the moment once you started for utilizing the composite, what will happen? Life expectancy as well as the replacement. Third one is the maintenance free, right? Maintenance free and not easily break up. 3D printing software, analysis software. So the software is not directly connected with the AM machine, right? Additive manufacturing machine. It needs some language conversion, I mean code conversion, as we discussed earlier, right? The data file format converted into STL or any other standard format. But in case of the time of the format transformation, you need to have a complete information about the diagrams of the product which is going to be produced by 3D printing, right? So still we are not so good in case of the software analysis software as well as a modeling software, which is most suitable for. My thought is, why do we need a translation So standard tessellation language or any other mode. The 3D scanner directly scan your face directly with the help of the IoT, right? Internet of Things, IoT. So the cloud is somewhere else. Suppose you want to see your anyone good or anything else you want to produce for your own requirement with the help of the IoT. So scan it somewhere else. The data is transferred through the internet and the machine automatically started for making the product. Just imagine everything possible very soon. Another one of the new thing I would like to introduce you that manufacturing execution system, MES. What do you mean as MES? Yes, manufacturing. I hope that you might be knowing about the resource allocation and Gantt chart. Everything you might be studied from the industrial management, right? Industrial engineering and management. So everything clouded together, and the from point 1 to the initial raw material entry into the industry, from the piles to the package, everything consolidated and controlled by the system management software is called as a MES. The MES software still not so good in case of the 3D printing, so still the research is going on. So integration among, so if the researchers, those who are interested, go ahead for development of the MES system. MES, manufacturing execution system for 3D printing, SLS or laminated object manufacturing or FDM. Once you develop this kind of the system, will be really useful for the production industries, right? But before that, you try to recall the name which are often being utilized in the area of manufacturing: Hydra, Bluestreak, IQMS, Wonderware, Factory Logics, Epicar, Macola, E2 shop system. But I would like to emphasize one thing over here. None of the word actually we teach during the course time, right? Because of the restriction of the syllabus. I request all of the teachers community, those who are engaging with this seminar, so you try to develop your own interest over the additional information related to such kind of the manufacturing execution system. Then you try to know about what do you mean as a Hydra, actually who has developed this Hydra software, and so what are the coding, what are the codes actually utilized for Hydra, and how does it control over all activities, such kind of the things you try to learn and try to teach over the students community. These are the industry ready. The students, once you prepared for industry readiness, so the moment once you start joined at the industry, he is ready to work automatically. No need to provide such kind of the training over the Hydra. Such kind of the Hydra or Bluestreak training, once you provided at your studying level itself, what will happen? The time duration for learning will be reduced. Such kind of the things only the industry people expected from our academic community. But unfortunately, so we are slowly turning up. So from the general academic into the industrial standards, right? And one of the biggest headache over the 3D machine is post-processing automation, right? Post-processing automation. Post-processing automation in case of the SLS or FDM. So just to take it out the product from the chamber and cleaned with the help of the chemicals, then you can directly utilize it. But in case of the mass production, so we need to have a very good post-processing automation. We need it. In case of the post-processing will be done by manually, what will happen? It is highly hazardous to nature as well as hazardous to the human being, I mean the worker who is involving over the work activities, right? So because of the fumes and prone to cancer, prone to lungs diseases, so such kind of the problems actually existed over it. So that is the reason behind they are trying to introduce the post-processing automation. The post-processor will take the in charge for the completion of the everything. And yes, finally, high volume 3D printing. High volume 3D printing. So as of now, we are still lacking of the high volume 3D printing, right? Because of the layer thickness, as I said earlier. So if the researchers keep on thinking on doing the research over to increase the layer thickness without compromising any quality of the 3D product, then will be really very good. So that is one of the biggest challenges over. And data will become the key, increasing repeatability for 3D printing. Yes, repeatability are as of now so good for 3D printing machines. So in case of the production purpose machines, as I said, so in case of the repeatability and traceability, connectivity, everything now they are trying to connect with the IoT and IOOT, right? Internet of Things and Internet of overhead things. Yes. What about the problem over the material areas? So the sample form, right? In case of once your assessment of the impact strength, right? Toughness. Impact test help us to evaluate the stiffness of the component, right? So what about the unit energy required to break? Here, impact strength is PC, polycarbonate. Polycarbonate is really so good than that of the nylon. But now, most of the component structures made of polycarbonate with the combination of nylon. So what about the furthermore challenges existed over this area? Number one here, so the patent rights and copyrights. So normally in any kind of the patents, so definitely normally it needs to have a period of 20 years. So beyond the 20 years, so there is no issue. This is open for all. But now the patent rights, copyrights issues, as you know very well about the Apple versus Samsung, right? So lot of the disputes existing over the usage of the latest technology, and recently also the America claimed that most of the newly developed American technologies that without getting any permission from the authorized organizations, the China peoples are trying to produce a replica. So such kind of the things are going on. So the technology transfer issues and hazardous from the emission, so from the fused filaments, so the emission, and in case of the ultra fine particles, the reason is in case of the C powder corporation, right? C corporation uses the ultra fine powder for making the 3D product. So that kind of the powder at the time of making the cleaning work, what will happen? It directly consumes through the nostril. What will happen? It deposits over your lungs and it makes the infection, right? So a lot of the problems are going on, are existing. And volatile organic compounds, VOC, right? VOC, Vivo Chidambaram Pillai. So just keep recalling this word. Volatile organic compounds. Organic compounds usually at the time of heating or at the time of processing, so the gases will be released. So while processing of these components, it once you consume, it affects your nerve system. And yes, occupational safety and health standards. So in case of the safety inspector, right? So in case all industries should employ one health and safety inspector, health and safety engineer, HSE. But in India, so we are slowly developing, right? Because we are under the cap of developing nation. But we try to inculcate the occupational and health codes for 3D printing, right? Yes, National Institute of Health as well as the Occupational Health and Standard Institute already developed the codes for the 3D printing too. But so still, so a lot of the works is actually required to improve furthermore. And the dust explosion from the cleaning work. How do we minimize? So proper ventilation and proper respirators utilizing over the chamber, what will happen? And by utilizing the proper PPE, right, personal protective equipment, once you use at the time of working, there will be chances for reducing it. Yes. Application. So most of the presenters explained about the latest things. Anyway, I would like to add a few more points. Additive manufacturing of food. It's a new area, right? So additive manufacturing of food here. So yesterday the paper news revealed that the sugar passion, the number of sugar passion history is rapidly growing in India. So because of the consumption of starch-based components as well as the working atmosphere, right? But anyway, working atmosphere we don't have any control over it, but we can own our control to consume our food, right? So what are the things actually we don't likely to take it from our likable food? You just remove it. So whatever the food you actually you want, with the balanced food, balanced caloric value food, you can make it yourself with the help of the 3D printing. Such kind of the food is obviously presently utilizing for astronauts, right? And in case of, yes, clothing, bio clothing. Just imagine the shirt can speak with you, your dress will speak with you, right? In future, the clothing, fashion designers, so bikinis, shoes and dresses, everything we can make it with the help of the 3D printing. So presently we are making, right? So in commercial production, Nike is a very famous producers of the shoes, the sports shoes. They are producing the lightweight shoes, right? In case of the automobile, unibody, I mean the integrated body with fuselage, right? In the present days, everything is separate components, then assembled together and doing the activation works. But now unibody combined with the fuselage design, along with the powertrain, everything integrated together, then make it a effective efficiency for the product outcomes. And just imagine General Electricals, right? Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison is a founder of GE, so US based. Aviation designed a helicopter engine with 16 ports against 900. Imagine small washer, bolt, nut, everything would directly replaced by a single integrated structure. Just imagine, right? And a surgical component could directly be utilized by 3D printing. And just you just look at the point number 9. So propionic and production by the Pipinobacterium immobilized on 3D printed nylon beds was chosen as a model study. I mean, the propionic acid could be produced with help of the nylon bed. So through the nylon bed with help of the 3D printing. And in case of the robot and automation area, so for handling the soft material, I mean handling the soft and nano size vivid material or tie-made materials, so everything definitely we need to have a soft hand structures, soft hand actuators, because if the actuators at the time of holding the object not supposed to be imprinted any forms, right? Any imprints of the holding pressure not supposed to be form any imprints over the product. So soft actuators would be produced with help of the 3D printing, right? And what about the school education as well as the engineering education? Yes, our models, working model can be made with the help of the 3D printing machines. So the visual representation and working exposure with the prototype model will develop some kind of the moral responses for the existing design and really helpful for future trends. Everything 3D printing, so none other than, right? So what are the things you want? So everything. So just we need to pay. Just imagine logistics zero. Say for an example, I would like to say with the help of one example. Suppose you want to purchase a TV, right? Smart TV. What will happen? You go for shop. You go and visit the shop with your family members. So through a car, then visit, discuss with the person, bargaining. Then whatever the items actually you wish it, take it. Then logistic, I mean the transportation, so come and fix it over your home. Just imagine. So what about the time cycle? Once you study about the time study, you wish to do the time study for this procurement of a smart TV from the shop. Once you compare it, you have a 3D printing machine. You have a 3D printing machine, right? You are in position to procure the items actually. So whatever the raw material required to produce the TV, right? So that material alone, you can directly procure through Amazon or Amazon. So whatever so in case of the future, instead of the Amazon, so India's on or something new, especially from the new Indian entrepreneur, right? Then with the help of the IoT, so the company producers, we need to pay the royalty amount to them. Once we admit them, they could directly send the codes to directly the machine. The machine is directly interconnected with their server, master server. Then once our payment is successful with the particular company, then here the started for making. Just imagine, such kind of things are really possible very soon, especially for in India, right? So 3D printing will be smarter in the forthcoming areas. Lot of the new materials, lot of the new nozzle, because of the present problem is nozzle clogging, and second thing, nozzle wear rate, right? So nozzle size is one of the important parameter. So for injecting the powder or the filament, then fuse it. So not only for the ultraviolet rays. So nowadays, as I said earlier, near infrared rays have been utilizing for making the tissue, for making the ear. Just to show it, these are made up of 3D printing model, right? And newer materials, so high temperature withstand application materials, everything possible. So what about the real impact over the environment? Lightweight, reusability, less greenhouse emission, right? So improved material efficiency. So whatever the inch of the material have been utilized for your assembly means, definitely that will perform at its level best. I hope that the time is 1:29. So last 1 minute I will take about the conclusion. So the conclusion is nothing but, so 3D printing playing a vital role for our daily life activities, especially for industry 4.0 and the expected industry 5.0. Definitely we need to have a 3D printing machine. So researchers, students and teachers communities from this heterogeneous participant groups, you try to learn the fundamental things about the material, fundamental things about the technology, fundamental pros and cons of the individual technology. Then you can develop the feasible solution for the existing bottleneck of the 3D printing technology. Then definitely we will succeed in our life, forthcoming life or present life. So on par with the advanced technologies. I wish you very all the best for everyone for curiously attending my seminar, lecture. Then once again, I thank you for all of you. So if I am ready to clarify any doubts or any questions, go ahead, please. I am willing to answer for your questions if I know.
Yes. Dear participants, you can ask questions.
Good afternoon, Professor. I am Professor Shankaran. Professor Shankaran.
Yeah, please.
Nehru Engineering College, Yarrow. I'm very happy. Really, delivery. I gained a lot of experience. I'm only a nut and bolt engineer from different sciences. I've been teaching. I learned a lot. As Socrates said in his last leg of life, that I have not learned anything like he said. Same word, I would like to repeat it. When he used the word nylon, right?
Yeah.
He correct Socrates.
Yeah.
I've been hearing this right from school days, college days.
Yes.
Nylons are very famous for drying our clothes. Today
Yes,
I came to know we do use in aircraft industry for
Okay.
picketing purpose or even common usages. Today I learned nylon is a word, is a derived for New York and London. It's a message. I'm happily accepting it.
Thank you.
So many words I have understood, and also it's a great shock for me. I also deal with helicopter, and the last slide, but not the least slide, which is with the clarity it is mentioned GE instead of making 900 parts, they're using only 16 parts. It's a good message. There's a subject called vibration. All are reading it. We go for a vibration, elasticity. The birth took place from when we started designing helicopters. From the helicopters only we came to know, oh, there is a vibration. We have to read a lot. So one gentleman by name called Collar, he played a lot of role in finding out the problems occur due to when an helicopter flies due to more rotating parts. Now, your slide clearly indicates that vibration can be totally eliminated if the number of parts have been reduced to 16 from 900. The
Yeah.
great message. I also discussed with my professors of my department that the right time comes, we'll cross the bridge, we will take your help the days to come. Thank you very much. I've been
Thank you.
patiently sticking on to a timing. Really, I love a real teacher. I also do so. I'll wait till the last, though the time was running, but still you have done it. Hats off. Hats off. Hats off.
Thank you, Professor, for your appreciating words. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Any other, please?
My dear guys, language is not the constraint for us. நானும் தமிழ் தான், நம்ம தாராளமா தமிழ்லயே பேசலாம். ஏஐ வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம், ஆர்டிபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் there is no language constraints. நம்ம என்ன யோசிக்கிறோமோ அது அப்படியே டைரக்டாவே கேள்வியாவே மாறிடும் அந்தந்த லாங்குவேஜ்க்கு. யூ டோன்ட் வரி, பி ஹாப்பி. அண்ட் 1:30ங்கிறது நம்ம சாப்பிட்ற டைமே 2 மணி தான். தாராளமா கேள்வி கேட்கலாம். Thank you.
Sir, this is Deepan Durai from Konga Engineering College.
Yeah, please.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, your sessions are more informative, sir. So I learned a lot from your presentation.
Okay.
But my question is for printing over the thermoplastic polymer composite, sir.
Yes, sir.
So which type of additive manufacturing technology can be used, sir?
So in case of laser sintering, right? So selective laser sintering, SLS. So here thermosetting plastic, thermosetting and thermoplastic, right? Nowadays the stereolithography also have been utilized for making the thermoplast too, with the help of adjusting UV light energy sources, right? There is no constraint for using the polymers in 3D printing. So in olden days, we don't have the effective control technology over the UV, ultraviolet rays. In case of the ultraviolet rays, so lesser wavelength as well as high energy pockets available rays. In olden days, we don't have a technology, but nowadays we have a effective control over the UV light rays technology. So there is no constraint behind. But the thing is, if you are going to utilize in 3D printing, right? In case of the 3D printing, by using a C corporation, I mean the powder jetting process, then will be a little difficulty, but you can directly utilize for FDM. FDM is one of the effective methodology for utilizing the thermoplastic and selective laser sintering. These are the quite common for commercially available, almost the smaller components for toys assembly. Now, not only toys assembly, watch assembly components also made up of using